Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Totally Killer. Oddly enough, I came down to watch it. It's a Saturday night. Came down to watch a 2-hour movie for sure, and this popped up. And I know it's only an hour and 46 minutes, so it's not too bad, but I fell asleep trying to see, like, okay, it's on Amazon. So I clicked it. I just fell asleep. I didn't even see it. My daughter just came down and woke me up, so it's kind of late, but when an infamous Sweet 16 killer returns 35 years after his first murder to claim another victim, the 17-year-old Jamie accidentally travels back to 1987, determined to stop the killer before he can start. So, okay. I don't know. I did find this popped up. I had no idea it was like an Amazon movie. No problems with that. Kiernan Shipka. I don't know who she is. I noticed her because I watched half of the movie because I fell asleep on it. Lachlan Monroe is from Riverdale. He's the Black Hood. If you've seen that. So he's been in other stuff. And Liana Liberito. I've seen her in other things too. But these names don't sound familiar. So I think they're all using fake names on IMDb. Julie Bowen. Alright. Modern Family. That girl we know. Alright. So... and what do we got as a score? 6.7 on IMDb, 3,952. Alright, let's do it. It's not what I wanted to watch tonight, but it's halfway over. So, it's not halfway over. I gotta start from the beginning anyway, but let's do it. Alright, stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Totaly Killer, and I have to say I love the concept. Sort of. I don't like time travel. In movies, right? And I've been very vocal about that before. People make fun of me for it. I just think it kind of, I don't know, messes with a lot of different stuff. Charlie Gillespie's in it, real quick as the credits go. Did I say we're at the credits? We're at the credits. Charlie Gillespie's in it, and he's from Julie and the Phantoms, which was a show I loved with my daughters, right? My one daughter, Quinn, maybe you've seen her, Bo, we call her. And I had to pause it, run up, tell her, guess who's in this? Lucas from blah, blah, blah. So we just had a good laugh at that. Anyway, he's in it, and Julie Bowen is in it, who I really like. And time travel, back to that. Like, it's just, I like the fact that, so these murders happen in 1987. Fast forward 35 years, another murder happens. And somehow time travel, I'm not going to get into all the details, happens, and our main character has to go back in time. And what she's going to try and do is prevent the murders from happening altogether. And I think I said that in the beginning. So we go back to 87, and that's where the fun happens, you know, and they do a okay job of replicating 1987. They got, you know, and this happens, I think, a lot, if you don't realize it. When you get into these types of situations where you go back in time and you're looking at a different era, 1987, right off, it jumps right off the screen, and it's like, oh, look at the clothes they're wearing, the car they're driving, the way they're talking. It's like, bam! Oh, they captured it. But then it fades. And I'm sure, like, probably the writers, directors, producers, whoever thinks of this stuff is probably like, yeah, nobody cares after the first pop. You know, we could slide in jokes here and there, and people will be refreshed that it's 1987 and nostalgic. But I believe, at least in some cases, that they're like, yeah, you know, just do your best kind of thing, but it doesn't have to be so authentic that... you know, blah, blah, blah. So, that's why I felt like it got lost on me that they're in 1987. And I know part of the plot takes over too, so you don't focus on it as much. But, alright. So anyway, she's back in time trying to figure out who is the murderer and how does she stop him. And so it was, I enjoyed most of it. I don't think I was on my phone really at all. And got to the point where, but anyway, get to the, you know, the dramatic climax. And I felt it got a little convoluted for me. You know, I knew time travel was going to cause all this Back to the Future kind of stuff, and they referenced Back to the Future, which is fantastic. But I felt like they tried to do too much with it, and it kind of ruined it for me. I get it, and it would have been okay to do what they did, without getting into specifics, if they would have separated it a little bit more, I think. You know? It seemed like it all came down to one conversation. And you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, you know. And it still doesn't make a lot of sense. And to be honest with you, at this point, I don't really care. It's not one of those movies where you have to rely on the ending to like it. You have to rely on the rest of the movie to enjoy it. And I did. I thought it was good. I thought there was laughs. I liked the characters. And it was fun. But I think it would have been better if they could have, in this case, done the ending. It doesn't ruin the movie per se. It keeps it probably at a solid 6. But could it have been better? Yes. But still fun to watch. If you have Amazon Prime, you're gonna watch it. If you dislike time travel, like I do in movies, maybe you won't. But that's it. That's what I got for you. I don't know if I'm helpful at all. Like I said, I fell asleep when I turned it on in the beginning, not because of the movie, just for some other reason. I don't know. I had one martini. I don't know. That's it. No, it doesn't normally put me to sleep, but there you go. Phillies won. I don't know when you're watching this, but they're in the playoffs to beat the Braves. So that's it. The game 1. But all right, enough of me. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.